Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to AWS trainings. So, am I audible online? Okay. So, any disturbance from my end, team, online team? Everything is clear, voice and screen. Okay, thank you. Okay, so check your connection, Subrat. I'm sharing my screen. So, policies are permissions. So, how did you celebrate festival? Good. Festival mode. Short attendance. Anyway, but it's a very important topic. Hmm? Okay. So first one is default policies. Custom policies. So inline policy. Inline policies. Let me log in. Okay, guys. So I'll just mute IAM. So we don't have any doubts about users and roles, right? Groups. We are very clear, right? How to create the user and console user and programmatical user. And also regarding groups, we are very clear, right? So go to policies. So if you can see here, we are able to see more than 1,000 users, right? Sorry, 1,000 permissions, right? Means 1151 permissions. So in these permissions, if you can see, all are AWS given permissions. So rest I have created, leave about that. So rest remaining all policies and permissions, whatever is given by AWS. Okay, given by AWS. So these are, we are calling like a default policies or existing policies. Okay. So majorly in default policies, we cannot expect fine grain access. I mean, what is fine grain means? So if you can go and give the permission to, for example, EC2. If you can give EC2 full permission, so user can create, delete, update, whatever he can do. But I want to give the access for only create access or delete access or update access or coming to S3 bucket. Instead of giving S3 full access, I want to give only one bucket access or one bucket instead of one folder access. Kind of fine grain access. Like, so instead of giving full access, like in enter bucket access, it is not correct. Maybe team are working in different buckets and different folders. So if you can give the full access of S3, he or she can able to delete or create or update the buckets or EC2 instance they can do. But my intention is the IAM as a security service. So they want to work in their environment only. I mean, especially, so if they want to work with especially for only one EC2 mission, so they should stick on that only one EC2 mission. They are unable to perform other EC2 mission. So like that, fine grain access. So if you can go here, the default access, I mean, default permissions, if you can see here, if I give S3, S3 full access only there or output full access. So different read access. But here, if I created 3 buckets like test 1, test 2, test 3, I want to give only test 1 permission to user. So these policies may help. It's not help, right? It's not help. If I give S3 full access, it will apply for all buckets like that. So in these policies, whatever existing policies we have, this is for up to somewhat, I mean, some level only it will work. Okay. So if you want to give full access, then you can go with the full access only. But if you want to give more control, it will not help to us. Okay. Any doubts? Okay. So default policies created by AWS. Created by AWS. Created by AWS. Okay. But we cannot control resource level. So we cannot control more in resource level. Is it correct? We cannot control, right? In the resource, if you want to control more and more, but these policies are not useful for us. The reason is if you can give the full access, definitely they can access all areas in the your bucket or in EC2 instance. So we cannot delete the bucket, right? Sorry, we cannot delete the permissions. So default policies we cannot delete. Default policies we cannot delete. Attached to multiple resources. Free of cost. No restriction. So there is no restrictions. Anyone can access. Anyone has any doubts? Existing default policies. So if you create a one user, if you attach default policies, so definitely there may be a chance to misuse the resources. The reason is full permissions. Okay, full permissions. That's it. Leave it. So here, custom policies. Created by user. I mean customers, whatever. It's not created by AWS. Okay, custom policies created by users. We can control we can apply fine grain access. Resource level. Okay, resource level. So we can create and delete it. Delete it. There is no restrictions like default policies. Attached to multiple users. No restrictions to root user and groups. So stored in existing policies list. Stored in existing policies list. Mean default. Default policies list. Clear, guys? Anyone has any doubts? Custom policies, default policies. Online team? Anyone has any doubt? Confusions? No, it's free of cost. Permissions are free of cost. What about others? Anyone has any doubts? I mean, especially default policies and custom policies. It's an interview question. No doubt, right? Okay. Next, inline policies. So created by users. Same we can apply fine grained access to resource level.